Steve, I
What we-
cannot change my demi playing
What is
right
my-
now, but I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
when I have
I'm
my
not.
computer.
Yeah, I know that there's people that are up and about and everything, and so I'm not worrying about it too much. Wow, it lost literally all of the changes I made, but that's fine.
No.
It's easy to flip back. Boom, boom, done. Look at that. Okay, so again, where you left off is you were all kind of dead set on you need to figure out a plan to infiltrate Talk to Me to address this whole problem with Nim, right?
Holy shit,
Right.
pizza party.
Lord.
Yeah. You need to figure that all out. So that you can deal with Nim. In that time, obviously, Nim formerly worked there and has connections there with their former coworker.
Right.
You have the ability to have excuses to go in. Kilo works in waste management, and so Kilo could, in theory, use his connections there.
Don't like this.
And then Izzy, of course, was like, yeah, deliver pizza party, Quasi Quasars.
Operation Pizza Party is always the plan.
I don't understand why. Listen, I understand we have avenues in. I get that. These people all know what we look like.
Yep.
It's like walking into a lion's den to go into this building. I don't care if I'm there for their trash.
Question. Do they know what Mark looks like?
We're not sending Mark in. Jesus.
This would be more than a
send in the scapegoat.
This would be the more more than a one-man operation for old Mark.
He provides the distraction and cuts off the camera.
So you spend some time, and then Tery, you could always schedule a meeting with their partner program sponsorship people and create any, because you have been sponsored by Talk to Me in the past.
Of course.
And so you can absolutely schedule in something like that. The only one that doesn't really have a connection to Talk to Me is Eddie in any way, shape, or form.
You know what, Eddie? You're better off for it.
Yeah, and honestly, these days, not being connected to a large, giant corporation, probably the best.
Nice.
It's always been true, and it continues to be true even this deep into the future.
Yes.
However, I'm going to do a little narrative hand waving here and say that all of you have these discussions and all of you kind of talk. Eddie, you had carried all of those memories. No one else, you remember all of them. No one else knows that you know those things inherently about them. Other than what you kind of discussed. But you did... the big mystery with Nim that you discovered that I assume Eddie, I think Eddie talked about, is that Nim was at their computer at work, heard a sound. This is how you also heard, like, just under the hood, a little bit of the chorus, heard a sound, repeated back a long, very long sequence of numbers and letters. And then the command full clearance, and then went back to normal. Like they just popped out of their mind for a moment. Their body did things, their mouth did things, they did things on the computer, but the computer and everything looked like it was a normal ticket. But they were doing something with a call. Yes,
I just
Kelly.
remembered what Eddie did to me.
Eddie didn't.
I just remember.
He didn't do anything to you, per se.
He did. Keela doesn't know, but Kelly knows.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Wait, what did I do?
If you recall last session, there was a situation where the sound and the noise of everything with you being so opened up was driving you nuts, and you were watching these moments of Kilo and their history desperately trying to reconnect to the chorus, while you psychically were trying to keep all the noise at bay. And so the reason Kilo only heard the chorus or the choir one time is because Eddie was watching all of Kilo's memories at those times and ended up pushing it out. And I think Eddie, I think if I recall correctly, you kind of maybe have an inkling that maybe something with that, but in that it can't be. These are memories.
Yeah.
I'm not a time traveler, and Kilo has no idea. But yes, Eddie is the reason Kilo could never hear
at the same time,
and eventually probably gave up trying to hear the choir because no amount of reaching out, meditation, prayer thing happened. The final scenes that while we were exiting out were all off camera, are out of the group, on camera scenes, but away from the group, where they jumpsuited cultists in the fungal garden in their little like park visitors hut. That they were playing cards in.
I want that art so bad,
and,
dear Julia. Please.
Dearest, darlingest Julia.
What
I
did it
did very
say?
good this year.
What did it say on the sign again, Steve?
I would have to
In the
look.
booth?
Let me double check.
It was so good. Just the visual was very, very good.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. I want it.
Like
Julia,
in like a
if
little
you make
like
that, I'll buy it from
like
you.
in a little like official park little like
jungle.
shack thing in the fungal forest inside of Velis.
Yeah.
So you saw
Perfect.
that.
I
You
will
saw
do that.
some creeping
Not that you're not busy enough already.
some
Julia.
creeping
It's fine.
some creeping a little bit of wire and fungus and undead flesh working their way through some ventilation shafts, as well as a section of the station where a bit of creeping sort of rust was happening, eating away at a piece.
At a fair, right?
Yeah, at a fair, yeah.
Red fair kind of going on.
And you now know as a group that there is some fashion of tie between rust and the Smilers, the big bitey revenant motherfuckers. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You discussed all
Is
those.
what I'm hearing. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
You discussed
Nothing could possibly be wrong.
all of those,
Everything's great.
all of your plans,
on
but
Velis.
couldn't come to a conclusion on what exactly was the correct thing to do. Izzy had to multiple times be told that just sending Mark in or involving Mark in the plan or having a very Mark-centric plan was probably not the best idea.
Izzy was Mark and pizza party. And that was the extent.
Mark
No,
is
I would involve myself too. Like,
Izzy comes up. We need a team of 2. It's just me and Mark and the pizza.
Dynamic
and
duo.
Everybody went no.
We're dressed as Batman and Robin from the 60s. We're both dressed as Robin in the short
and we have
shorts.
pizza, and we're also a singing telegram, and we're also in short shorts.
I love this. That'll totally work.
all I'm saying is, it's a distraction.
One of them is
enough
Mermaid Man. The other one is Barnacle Boy.
Barnacle
Like, it is
Boy.
like
you can get.
it's no good.
I mean, you can call Deplume's co-worker. She can plan the party. We come in with the pizza.
Yeah, perhaps, but no agreed upon solution in this conversation. Instead, all of you have your lives to a degree to return to, except for Nim, who cannot go home and has to stay on the
don't
blimp.
understand. I don't understand.
Breaking my heart.
I feel like when Kilo brought it up, nobody really took him seriously. I don't understand why we can't get somebody. Everybody's worried about Talk to Me hacking us back. Personally, I think it's more dangerous. Yeah, sure, maybe they'll hack us back. Okay, I still think it's more dangerous for us to physically go in there
No, and that's
try
why
to
that's
handle
why I'm
that.
suspending the conversation. Is Kilo is like
Okay.
like no, we can't do that.
I don't
And people
understand.
Terry confidently shows off his hat and scarf, of course, as a perfect disguise,
They-
which
I'll be invisible with my disguise there.
Yeah.
I'll be invisible.
yeah, all of you. It's not so much that
You can barely tell they're here now. You can't even see them.
it's that you're having the 1.5 hour part of a D&D session trying to plan a heist that is inherently going to go wrong, and all of you have different beliefs on what the best thing is. And it's as if you guys are playing against an antagonistic GM that's going to poke a hole in any of your logic at any given time as best as they can. So thusly the discussion grinds and people have to return to their lives. Again, Nim is kind of stuck on the blimp. Yeah?
Steve, did you see the message in the side chat there?
No, because I can't look at it when we're streaming because of the thing.
Okay.
I'm going to look at it briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
You'll
100%
find well.
okay. All right.
Have a good night.
Have fun, gang.
Okay, I'm going to rearrange things here in just a moment. Oh, I don't have to. I just have to pop up something. There, perfect. Done. So
All I'm saying is they tried to kill us or attack us in broad daylight.
in the streets,
What do
they
you
were
think?
out after
In
you.
the street. What do you think they're gonna do to us in their own building? Just think about it.
Nothing
Keely-
because they
Think
won't
about it.
expect it. Reverse Trojan horse, baby.
Are we really gonna go? Are we absolutely
know.
sure?
You don't know yet. Kilo
When you
is
play,
muttering this
it's
to
like
himself.
it's a complete blitz. When no one expects the passer
Make-
to run.
It doesn't
No
make
one
a lick
expects
of
the runner
goddamn
to
sense.
pass.
It doesn't make a lick. We're not bringing a pizza. The pizza is not gonna work.
Fine, cannolis then.
I think maybe that you just want pizza. We can order a pizza and cannolis as well. We can do both of those things from the safety of the blimp, I think.
I just want to make this canon. Can I make this canon? Izzy always has a crazy Quasar uniform on hand.
Lord.
So I think that Izzy probably has the most on-theme wardrobe because you discovered that there are many. Because you're like, oh, I should have a Quasar's uniform just in case I need to disguise myself as a pizza delivery guy because we can get unlimited crazy Quasars. So that's always an option. And that's, again, there's lots of scenarios where that is a great undercover thing. No one looks at the pizza delivery guy and everything. I think that Izzy, give me a, I'm going to have you roll for this.
Yeah, the first one of the night.
Izzy, can you give me a
Or your pizza clothes.
survey check, please? This is in no way important. This is just fun gimmick. This is just fun bits.
Wait, I might want
This
to
is life or death.
3.
Everything can go
Three.
wrong here.
It all comes down to this.
Roll 2 3s.
This is
You
the final
in
countdown.
in checking into
Do-do-do-do.
in checking into checking into doing a uniform, get the inspired moment. Can you, in fact, order multiple disguises as part of this organization? Surely they must have some sort of need for their clandestine ops to do that. You've seen spy movies. You know what's up. They're disguising all the time.
Movie?
I'm gonna
I
say
have Wuzzy to help.
you do have Wuzzy to help. I would like you to roll a d20 for me, please, Izzy.
Holy crap! I
Good
gotta.
enough.
Get a hold of a d20, and then
Hey,
we're go on.
Glitch, I've been meaning to ask you, can you name somebody in your family just as good enough?
That's so
What,
good.
just-
Just
good?
good enough.
Just
Yeah,
as good
Oh, no,
enough. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Justy is on the list. Justy good enough.
Justy?
Yes.
No, is. Justice.
Just enough.
So it sounds like just,
Oh, just
is
enough.
good enough.
Oh,
Yeah, justice
All right,
good
yeah.
enough. Yeah, yeah.
they're twins.
There's another one.
Oh, man,
13.
good enough.
13. Your first order before Graham eventually disabled your login access to this particular
fair.
vendor that they use. Your first order is 13 different disguise costumes. I want you to note this down.
Wow.
Izzy, you have 13, supply units of we have disguises.
Lord.
And you didn't just order 13 for you, Izzy. You ordered 13 for the group. So 65
Oh my
costumes of 13
That's
different
so many
categories.
fucking
So this is
costumes.
your classic like nurse postal delivery. And you don't have to define them now.
Please put Kilo in a nurse's house. Please.
Yeah,
That would be so glorious.
you don't have to do them now.
A femme nurses.
Yeah, of course.
I just think
Like
the scenario
Halloween
of
costume.
Izzy just, I got some for everybody.
Yeah, and so they're on order now, and whenever
Nurse
you need
Kilo.
this or a disguise kit would be useful, you have 13 units of resource for this. So essentially,
That's
you'll
so
always have access
crazy.
to a necessary disguise, just because I like the bit.
It's so good.
And so we're gonna
I love this.
we're gonna start with Kilo.
This
Kilo,
is equal parts amazing and horrifying.
do you go to work as normal anymore after the events of last time, or of recent history, or do you take some PTO or time off?
How long has it been since they fought us in the street?
Since they fought you in the street, I'm gonna say it's been a couple days. Since they
still on
fought you in the
PTO.
streets. So you're on
For sure.
PTO.
Because I know how tapped in they are to surveillance and cameras around the city. And I'm waiting for the heat to die down on that. So I'm definitely not at work.
Okay, so you're on PTO. What are you filling your time with in this downtime? What's keeping Kilo busiest? You've got a lot of plates spinning. You've of course got your own personal investigations of finding out details about your family.
Well, I think part of because he's paranoid, I think he makes some extra effort to take note of how defensible the blimp is. Like when we're all in one place. In the terrible, terrible circumstance that they find out exactly where we all gathered together and they contact the right people to, make us a target. I think he wants to know kind of what we're working with up there, like security systems, what kind of backup is available to us within the organization, like how that infrastructure of the organization works. Like who can we call outside of the people that we've already met? Do we have anyone to call? Will anybody come to our aid if a situation happens again when it's like multiple straight up platoons of people in the street trying to kill us and take Nim? Do we get any answers to those questions? Like how many are there people that would be there for us outside of the individuals that we've already met? I don't need like specifics, but I want to know what's the protocol.
Okay, I'm going to give you some information regardless. But since this is just investigating...
Oh, there's no one else. Steve's about to say there's no one.
We're all alone.
Yeah.
You've always been alone, and we will die alone.
We're 5 guys, all right?
Yeah.
We're 5 guys. That's
Burgers and
it.
fries.
Guys.
We got that uniform coming in.
You got a 5 guys uniform.
5 guys.
Yeah. There's free...
5 guys, burgers and fries. Move aside, crazy Quaid.
Canonically in the blimp. Canonically in the
5 guys,
blimp, there's
that's right.
boxes of peanuts that you can unshell while you just hang out. In 5 Guys tradition. Let's go with, you can
Bucket
choose
shells.
survey or focus, Kilo, because this is kind of investigatory work.
Okay.
So you're going to get some baseline stuff because there's just simply stuff that there's like no way I could be like, oh, you just can't find out. And this is not like a luck check. There are truths here. We'll just see how deep you get in.
We got a tasty 5.
Tasty 5. Fantastic.
Tasty 5.
So the first thing you find out about the organization is that they
Five Guys.
I mean,
Aw,
Hey.
look at us. Look at us.
Five Guys all the
Okay.
way.
Sorry, Steve.
amazing. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But
Me neither.
the first thing you find out about the organization.
Yes.
You find out that they were serious when they talked about how siloed it is and how like non hierarchical it is. Every organization is cell in Velis operates fully autonomously from each other and does not coordinate across missions.
Okay.
So that way, if any cell is captured, destroyed, murdered, whatever, there's no possible blowback to the other cells. There even a senior agent like Alexander, or you think Philandry's a senior agent. It's kind of unclear. They don't behave. Alexander, when you get into organization stuff, Alexander doesn't really change, but acts very much like a knowledgeable person. Philandry kind of has one mode, and it's like let's fuck around energy. But Grim tells you enough that you are siloed. Now,
Okay.
there is something that Graham is an administrator and the other kind of like organization administrators do to prevent you all from accidentally harming each other and everything. And so they have the ability to communicate out to each other in vagaries that prevent you all from stepping on each other's toes. And those same vagaries can warn. So will people come if a threat occurs? To your individual cell, no. To something that is much, much bigger than that, yes. So if people start rolling on the blimp's on its own. Blimp is a
Cool.
solitary island. But if in rolling on the blimp, that is all part of, and we're going to murder, this 10th of the station population, that goes out. So that's how the kind of structure is seen. Your life is not important enough for other people to definitively save, but the station overall is.
My life
But-
isn't.
Tery,
So now-
you have
but, like, so
various
this-
private organizations that you pay to do that kind of work.
So no matter how much
Sure.
heat we ourselves are drawing, like multiple organizations after us, they are not coming.
Only if you rolled a 5, Graham goes, well, the only reason they'd come as far as heat is if you create any kind of visibility that there might be more than just you all doing this, in which case they will come, but it is not to rescue you.
It's cool. All right. Nice.
We can't become a problem.
So it is very
Wow.
challenging.
Really, the benefits of this organization are just wonderful.
I'm really anxious.
Teamwork.
You have contacts.
Do I have time to do other things?
Yeah, you have plenty of time.
Okay.
As far as kitting out the blimp to be a little bit more of a war blimp,
Or blimp.
a little bit more defensive, you absolutely can do that. The only limiting factor to it is that it has to be done slyly, right? It has to be done without people noticing, but it does allow you to kind of incrementally improve the blimp.
Okay.
So, if you were going to say, if Kilo was say looking to improve the blimp for number 1 priority category, would it be offensive, defensive, or what I will call preventative? that they focus on as the first thing they'd like to upgrade on the blimp?
So, what do you
So-
mean by preventative?
So
I just wanna
preventative
clarify.
would be...
I'm between defensive and preventative, but I want to know.
So defensive is if shit you did not foresee pops off, you are more secure, and the blimp is more likely to be able to help defend that and prevent anything bad happening to people inside of it. Preventative is there's less shit that you don't know is coming that could pop off. So it's a little bit more effort in the data gathering and
like
prevention.
a preemptive, like preemptive
However,
measures.
knowing that something is going to happen and being able to do anything to stop it from happening are two different things. So the benefit of preventative is less surprise, but it doesn't mean that you can always be like, oh, we know that's going to happen. That's cool. Blimp, please transform into banana stand. Like, it's not, you can't magically always get out of things, but it does help you in knowing things that could happen just in general to your organization, including your base, if it were compromised.
Well, I think Kilo's mind, this is not something he's gonna give up on. So, like, in his brain, all of these things will eventually happen.
Yeah.
All the plans will happen. He will have time to do this. So he probably will start with what's yet to happen preventative, and then
All right.
build backward from that.
So we're going to mark that Kilo is focused on preventative first. This won't apply to the 3 days that like are downtime now, but it will apply after that point, like when we catch up to modern times. And preventative will allow essentially allow you all to, anyone on the group can be like, is that the kind of thing we would know about if I happen to surprise you and forget with it? But I will mark that you have a preventative measure, which means that I'm going to randomly ask you, someone with a high thing in a stat to know about something. And if they know about it, then you know about it in advance. And then you can make decisions based off that. So, lastly, I think the last bit of information with a 5 that Kilo gets beyond that is that there is nothing that actually prevents organizations from working together on things other than just sort of the inconvenience of figuring out who is looped in and not. And so you only know about one other cell, and there's only 2 senior agents that you know about, which is Alexander and Agent Philandry. And you know that Agent Philandry is not like the leader of that cell. They're based out of a dry cleaner. Dry cleaner or laundromat. Dry cleaner / laundromat. They're based out of that, and they've offered as much for you to go visit them. So you could work with Agent Philandry's cell. You don't know who's part of it. You also know that a lot of the organization may not be privy to all the information that you all have, because most of them didn't get to experience the cult event that kicked all of this off. All of them were wiped on that one, minus a couple. And so, but so you could like reach out. There's nothing preventing you from doing that. And you could also ask, like, hey, Agent Philander, do you know, other than us, do you know anyone? Same thing with Alexander, though you suspect Alexander will play it a little bit more by the book and be like, not unless I need you to know that they exist.
Tery, go get your man. Get them together.
Go get your man.
Get your
Okay.
Get your man.
My man.
Tell him to loosen up.
There we go. Get your man.
I'll send a text to Alexander.
Send her a text.
I was nowhere saying, loosen up.
Loosen up, babe.
Loosen up.
That's a good trend. It's a good transition. Tery.
That's me. Hello.
What do you think you do during this downtime? You've got a few days. What do you do?
Good question. Can I try to stream to feel what it's like again, or am I not allowed to?
No,
Because of the
you're allowed to.
AI.
You've got the AI thing. It's your choice as a player and character. Does Tery go, okay, I have some downtime, I would like to stream, and we can turn off the AI and I can do it, in so many words, however they want to approach that? Or do they just decide to do it regardless of the AI version of themselves?
I think they miss the attention, so he wants to do it more to get some attention back. And because maybe he goes home and he's lonely, he's like, okay, what now? And then he does that. Maybe he tries to call for for his friends to go. Imagine he immediately goes back home and he's like, he calls you guys and he's like, do you want to come over? And everyone is busy, so he's like, okay, so I guess I'll
Why would you
stream.
assume I'm busy? I don't know.
You're probably working, I don't know.
I'm probably busy, but you could at least try.
So
It's like he's all sad and lonely. Kilo's over there just like building weird crap in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Just like, maybe I'll leave him alone. It's like he's really like manic focused on something.
In his boxer shorts on the blimp, just crazed, hasn't showered, trying to figure out everything.
Everything.
Kilo scratches his head, the other scratches his butt. Just let's figure this out here.
Kilo is
full mechanic uncle. Just
Kilo is just fully plugged into it. It's weird. Every organization that you've worked for in the past before you went to waste management, Kilo, is so built for coordinated action.
Yeah.
And I think it takes you a while to just wrap your head around. There is a logic because this isn't supposed to be a government. This isn't like one private organization in the classic sense. This is just a gathering of individuals that are just like...
This is weird.
That have just decided the station needs to be protected. And they're not wrong, but they're so careful. And you're like, in a lot of ways, that benefits them, right? It means that the organization keeps going. If you all fail, it's not what you want, but it's not the end, right? On the flip side, it is extremely frustrating to not know that it's like, hey, of course there should be events for this. But
these people.
We're back into Tery. Tery, I'm going to let you, Julia. So, do you want to roll for your streaming experience and how it goes? Or do you want to just narrate what Tery feels his first time back into streaming? It's up to you.
I want to roll, but can someone roll for me?
Yeah. What stat? Okay, so... we're gonna do, to start with, a sway roll for Tery.
Okay.
And
the thing I want to focus most is if people notice I'm different, and if people like it better or worse when it's the real me, even though only I know.
We'll get there. We'll get there for that focus. The first thing we're gonna roll, which will decide how easy that is and everything, is the sway roll. I'm going to have, let's do Glitch. You can do it because you don't have food in your hands / are cooking / are at a computer. So you're going to roll at least 2d6. Do you want to put any drives into this, Tery?
No.
Okay, 2d6. Take the high one.
This is life or death. Glitch.
6 and a 5, so you lucked out.
6.
Hell
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay. Now, Kelly, I'm gonna have you roll.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have you roll read for Tery because this is reading if people are noticing and everything on that. Because Glitch got a maximum success for Tery, so Tery got a maximum sway roll. They're on point. It's like they never stop. They're at peak form of all of their streaming abilities baked in. You're going to roll 3d6 and take the highest.
Drinking milk.
Drinking milk.
Okay, 3d6.
Come on,
Come on.
Kelly.
I'm trying. 6.
Oh my god.
Okay,
6.
so
Jesus.
maximum success.
I'll always have
So-
you guys roll for me.
as,
Julia,
just
you're
use it
so
all-
good
as a
at this.
GM that oftentimes
use it all-
has players just
I'm
roll
amazing.
my rolls for
Using
me,
all my
it's
rolls.
great. It's
Never been better in this game.
Tery, you are fully able to read every aspect. You are like locked in. You're locked in on your streaming, and you're locked in on your ability to absorb what your stream wants, what the desires, what's the vibe, what's the motion. Normal people could not read this chat. It is too fast. There is too much happening. You're also like reacting to something and everything like that. What is Tery? Obviously, Tery wants love, but when it comes to whether people notice or not that the stream is different, does Tery want them to notice or not want them to notice?
Oh, Tery wants people to be like, oh my god, this is the best stream of the year. I don't know. To be like, you're at your peak, stuff like this.
Okay, so Tery
But
definitely
I'm not
wants.
saying it needs to
You know what?
just because
Tery
I
deserves
have
the praise.
no, because only because I got a 6. I think I'm performing well and I can read the vibes, but not necessarily I can perform better than the AI.
Exactly.
AI,
So this is peak and everything. Here's the situation. There are two things that happen
which
with
is
this.
for real.
Tery, you are confident you're at the top of your game. The chat is reacting you at the top of your game. With a 6 in read, you even have the thought, what if Alexander is like feeding me the fake AI fan base to respond that usually responds to the fake AI Tery on in full dead internet faction. But there's the appropriate percentage of relevant events and the occasional like arguing and stuff that you're like 100% confident. It's like, no, these are this is real. Like, I'm streaming, these are the fans, everything is behaving correctly, and I can tell you as a GM, narratively that is true. Alexander is not feeding you secret AI fans to kind of keep you distracted. You are actively on stream. So, two simultaneous things are true right now. Tery, you are actively on stream. How long do you think Tery streams for in this return to form?
I don't know if I consider streaming like a drug to him, but it's definitely addicting. It's a thing he was obsessed with. So I think he's gonna do like, those people who does like marathons.
Mm-hmm.
Not marathons, what is it called? Where they stay like days streaming straight.
Yeah. No, that marathon is fine.
Marathons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he's so what is it, drunk by it, by the attention, and because it's been a while since he's done it, he's doing some reckless shit. So he's like, oh, I have a new collection on my Power Rangers toy
Yes.
things. Yeah,
The
he's
theft has
like,
been televised.
yeah, he wants to share every single detail. He's not gonna say
Incredible.
anything about the organization because he knows he shouldn't. But maybe he's like, yeah, I've been doing some like some secret stuff. Yeah. And being like, stupid because he wants the people to react to it. I think he's
Oh, go on.
yeah, he's
Pulling an
dumb like
Izzy,
that.
I see.
He's a man child.
Everybody in the influencer, internet, or creative space knows the phrase "big things on the horizon" and no other details. And so,
Yes.
Yeah.
so all of your audience just absorbs this as that kind of
Stay
conversation.
tuned for a special announcement.
Yeah. There's a countdown. It does nothing. Anyway,
Great things coming.
great
Guys,
things coming.
guys, I
Big
have
things.
Cash.
Big things.
You'll get there. It's coming. Oh, any time now. One more
Chat,
vote.
should I tell you? Chat, should I tell you? No, I'm not. No,
And
I'm not right now.
A few more bits. A few more bits.
Oh my god, so good.
I am going to make a choice for the rest of the characters. You can tell me if you absolutely do not do this over the next 2 to 3 days. So your marathon comes to a close. You do a good solid, we're going to say 60-hour marathon. 60-hour marathon. And it comes to a close in the way that even being fed all this dopamine, even your various upgrades, even your body must rest. Tery. And after the marathon, you look at your communications device, and there are several unanswered messages from Nim and Kilo and Izzy and Milo and even a couple from Eddie. There's one from one from Phil Landry that asks you if you want to get into some trouble, and then another one being like, nope, see you on the stream. Never mind. And eventually you see that everyone that you have become close to in the past little bit over the past 2 days has messaged you and eventually discovered that you were busy streaming and that you were occupied, and then, didn't message you. And so, Tery, you definitely got what you wanted out of the stream, but you also realize it was fully at the cost of every actual relationship you have just made over the past couple weeks. They're not mad. They're, normal. They're messaging you like, hey, what's up? Izzy's probably sent you 27 DMs a day.
And memes.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's memes. It's memes. It's various cryptic emojis.
No, as a matter of fact, no. Izzy has watched some of the stream. Izzy was in the chat.
Yeah, Izzy was in the chat. So
Izzy's a mod.
Izzy's chat. That's up to Tery. But Izzy's in the chat. But all of the DMs and everything, and I would.
You get a message from Kilo.
Yeah.
Because he's out grocery shopping, and he asks you if you need milk.
Yeah.
While he's out.
That's what Tery experiences over this downtime.
The one time this man takes a break from his manic building to get.
Kilo has no idea how much milk I have at home right now.
I don't, but he tries.
It's so much milk.
So that's something. We don't have to play out the scene. You don't have to absorb it. You don't have to react to it really. But these two things both do happen to Tery. Amazingly successful stream, best you've ever been, top form, peak at all times with it. It was fantastic. It felt exactly like obviously in a field of good streams and good feelings and positive feedback, there are still hills and valleys within that range. And this was definitely a peak of a hill. This was one of the better streams you remember ever running. But also does Tery react to that at all? Does he follow up on that? Does he think about anything deeper with it? Or does he just, go to bed or respond to messages?
I think, he goes to bed. He has that depressed pause to think for 2 seconds where he's like, oh, it's never enough, is it? And then he said never enough, never
enough.
And then he sends, I don't know, maybe presents to everyone. Immediately, he sends presents to everyone. I don't know if we have this technology like Amazon, but it's immediate.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just send it.
I mean, yeah, you buy the things and they arrive at people's various residences or locations. their registered residences, and Tery of course pays for the subscription service so that all deliveries are made within 30 minutes or less.
And it comes
You
with
send
a
gift
picture.
to Nim's apartment that she can't go to.
So that's the thing is
And
go on.
It finds you.
no, I was gonna say,
Yes.
and it comes with a very not sexual, but sexy, shirtless picture of Tery for no particular reason. It's just something he always
And your autograph.
sends with
Your
the
autograph
press.
is on it.
Yeah, and an autograph. Yeah,
Wow.
Yes. That's very good.
Just
yeah.
not enough buttons and just
No.
a
Yeah,
bunch of,
it's
bunch of
one
Tery.
side is a picture of him shirtless and hot and an autograph, and in the
It's
other
all-
side it's him with the fedora and with the scarf doing like a shh.
It's
As if which
it's
is
pinup
this guy?
shots from your calendar spread that you did for that Kickstarter calendar
Exactly.
that was funded.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago.
And I love
yeah.
that it
For your
is this
Patreon,
this guy, and
fans or something.
he makes sure
Holy fuck.
to send to people the picture of
I
him
hate
in
this
this
so
guy.
much.
Amazing. An incredible level of unawareness and
So stupid.
disconnect
I love him.
from the
He's
reality.
so perfectly imperfect and just
Oh,
delicious way.
And he's
Yes.
gonna find someone to fuck because he's like he was gonna sleep.
I'm sorry,
He needs
what?
to-
I'm
yeah.
sorry, what? Wait.
He's kind of a maybe the guy the plastic surgeon.
I need to get my
Hold on.
pearls to
You
clutch.
remember?
Hold on. Wait. I need to know
Was
who
it-
Tery Byte is fucking. I need to know.
I
Okay.
think the doctor there who helped.
Oh, he's
with
plastic
the blood.
surgeon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've slept together multiple times, I would imagine, over the
Yeah.
years. And they both kind of have a good understanding that it's like, this is nice. And then we go about our days. We're both very busy people.
I sent
Right.
him a message. Tery sends him got milk.
You up? Got milk?
I haven't.
Julia?
I
Oh my god.
I am not going to ask for a
I
particularly
didn't think you-
detailed description of this. But
I'll describe it.
what
Go ahead,
no,
Kelly.
please.
Please.
I
Hold
already got
on.
my pearls. I can't clutch them anymore. I just...
hold on. Because it's
Got
important
milk.
that we
Please
recognize
no.
what's happening here based off Julia's narrative.
Yes.
So Tery
Yes.
messages this plastic surgeon and it hits them up with the late night got milk. They know what that means. This is not the first or the 12th rodeo.
I
Um,
knew
so awful.
I knew he'd call.
and so they show up, and I'm just going to say, when a man like Tery, who has lived centuries, possibly longer, for so long that no one remembers when Tery was born, and had so much modification and change to them, and a person whose literal job it is to modify and change people, the 2-week-long rolling suitcase of materials this gentleman brings over that are going to change the vibe of all of this stuff. It's very complicated. It's a little bit medical horror and a little bit like things. I would think that
I was gonna say something. Because I think it's too dirty for stream, so we maybe
You can say it.
Say it.
It's my stream.
Say
It's
it.
my channel,
Julia.
so feel free.
I was gonna say maybe he brings plugging and unplugging penises that Tery
Oh.
can choose from.
This is
Oh,
about
yeah.
right.
And then-
This is what
Yeah.
I thought.
It just
Abby,
goes,
don't
but
hide from
yeah,
this.
he can
Abby, face
choose.
this.
Yeah,
I can't.
it's
is who we
his
are,
doctor.
Abby.
You're gonna Mr. Potato Head penises? You're
I
gonna
mean-
Mr.
Yeah.
Potato-
I'm going to tell you this right now as a person with one. If I could, I
Okay.
would instantly. Like, that would be the first thing I would have medically done to me.
Upgrades.
Yeah, if I could pop this bitch off, I would be so much
I'd
happier.
be able to
My pants would
pop
fit
it
so
off,
much better.
And I
pop
think-
it off,
and I
swap
think
it out for
Terry's like-
preferences. I'd have a whole fucking
Yeah.
menagerie of them. I'd have
Not
a whole
even for that.
menagerie.
I
I
think
just want
Terry's
to
like,
off sometimes. I don't even want to put nothing back on there.
yeah.
You
And I
mean
think
a
Terry's like-
menagerie?
Yeah, Tery's like, yeah, and bring me C4 and
Yeah, and he does. He does.
D7. He knows
There's
already.
so many. It gets real. It gets the detachable and retachable parts. There's a whole song called "Detachable Penis." It's an important song that people should listen
musical
to.
chairs, but you know.
Abby's face during this whole
And
description
I want a scene of him getting fucked or fucking the doctor, and he's looking out the window with a depressed face, and there's just a fade out from like a drone driving from a camera drone from outside the window, and a detachable penis playing.
There you go, detachable penis. The song playing perfect.
Just as the straw look on Terry's face.
Yeah, exactly.
His face, Abby.
Why?
Just
mechanical penis plane is a new one for me. I had to sit there and absorb this horrible thing that was just said in my purview.
There's a secret baby finger somewhere on Terry. This is less
All
upsetting
I'm
than
saying,
that.
Julia, you have creative liberty
anymore.
of your own character.
Yeah.
You can draw these scenes if you'd like.
No.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
So as we pan away from Terry and follow the drone,
getting fucked
I'm
with
so
like a
happy,
tear
even though
falling
it's
down.
sad.
just
It's getting fucked. There's
All
just
the
one
guys
tear
are doing.
falling.
Terry Byte forever.
all right. So as the mechanical drone moves away from this hauntingly sad scene, to be clear, not about the detachable appendages. That's just good common sense. The moment that can happen, it's happening.
Just good practice.
I don't know a single person with that particular equipment that would have been like, and I'd still feel it, but it would just be whatever version I wanted. Yeah, please give me all of them. I will mortgage my house for this. Not really, but like several. Everyone would have like
the weapon scene in the Matrix. Just
what if it was? There'd be a subscription service on them though, like a blind box that you could get, like a loot crate. Yeah.
And they each do something new and fun.
Yeah, they do stuff. They have different branding on them. Look at the colors on this one.
There's a song on this one, right?
Abby, I wish I could.
Hey, honey, this is your favorite song.
Give you a hug to help you through this.
This one's a fitness tracker.
This is great.
I'm so sorry. We'll
be sorry.
miss this.
Yeah, this is.
Sorry, Will's missing this.
Also, I'm coining the term panagerie, and no one can.
Panagerie. The panagerie. Oh, panagerie.
I'll cross stitch it for you.
Panagerie.
I'll
Thank
cross-stitch
you.
it for you on a nice little pillow.
Please.
Hang it on your wall.
I'm immediately gonna like put a little tape label on a box in my house for panagerie.
It says panagerie.
Yeah. I'm not gonna explain it. Kelsey will just find it. Find it like that and be like, what? And then be like, accurate.
Lord, no, it's not.
So to give Abby a little bit of a breather, the drone that we follow away from Terry's house crossfades into a different drone. What is Izzy doing during this downtime other than memeing and occasionally popping into this Twitch
Glitch
chat?
Is still in
What
it.
are you doing?
Glitch is still in it. Glitch has not left the panagerie. Glitch is
lost in the menagerie.
I have a very active imagination, and that's kind of my industry. So that's one of those situations.
You're like number one, merch win for the menagerie. And maybe it should only be cross-stitched merch because that's a very fun. So like we have the word menagerie. It's on this cross-stitch. That's what you can buy.
The magical menagerie, but
I'll cross-stitch it.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Anywho,
and the
that's very that is very in line. But yes, so Izzy, what is Izzy up to in this downtime for these few days?
Other than being the biggest cheerleader for
Tery.
for Tery before pre-Panagerie, most likely just having some family time.
I'm gonna free.
Trying to make some amends with Dad.
Yeah, your dad eventually makes it home. He apologizes.
We have the TGIF family sitcom moment,
yeah, very much.
Everybody goes aw.
Everyone goes aw, and your dad, and you spend a fair amount of time with your family. Can I get a read roll from Izzy, please, while you're spending a bunch of family time?
Wow, this is where I roll a 1. Read. Because I suck at reading, so. Boom.
Illiterate.
6!
All right.
Hell yeah.
With a 6 on the die. I don't think in this time frame it comes up, but you've made amends and everything. I don't think in this time frame it comes up, but this is maybe the beginning of something. Your mom is behaving a bit weird. Not in a way where they're behaving weird to you or your dad or the kids. They're still but she's out a lot more.
Was she on the stream too?
She's definitely used super chat. A shock, to the point where you've been occasionally from your own room, Mom, stop. I know what money you have, or don't.
That's your retirement fund.
But
it's in the back. I can literally call him over.
Yeah. But you're
not thirsty. Drink some water.
You have this number. You have his number.
I don't know.
Unfortunately,
I don't know what would happen if Izzy's mom discovered the Panagerie. Anyway, I don't know if I could play it any other way but one.
Let's move on.
Nope. No, you've introduced this. There's going to be a session. There's a session to session.
It was never meant for Izzy's mom.
That's fine.
Oh, we know, but the Panagerie is going to be a running gag forever.
Yeah, but we're not.
Somewhere in the back of the Panagerie.
Hey guys, did you hear that Tery Byte's a mom fucker?
I just feel like in the Panagerie, there's this big case. There's like a sniper rifle size case just waiting for the opportune moment.
You better tell your mom to not come into town. Tell her to turn around.
Jesus. I don't want to.
My parents are finally accepting their polyamory. It's not a good time for this for me. Mentally.
But
mama fucking boy. Okay, sorry.
My freshly
motherfucking Tery.
Parents cannot get near.
Fucking boy.
Leave my mom alone. Those caterpillars are not for you.
Steve, I'm so sorry.
That's their choice.
I'm good with it. I'm just sitting there being like, do I have enough brain in my head left to do not just hard bits the rest of the thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who would have guessed that me proposing a attachable dick?
No, you propose an onslaught, okay? A slonslot, basically, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I will not.
But
I refuse.
Check out this one.
Izzy reads, or Izzy with a 6 in read. You notice just a change in your mom's availability. They're going out a lot more. They're staying on their device a little bit more. They're more kind of plugged in. Again, not to any harmful detriment to any sort of thing. They're not they don't disappear they'll be like, hey, I'm going out to this, or I found out about this. So
it's not like mom's cheating, but more like mom's being social. Go mom.
Yeah. And so, but with a 6 read, I think the big thing that kind of comes up to you is that there's eventually, after several days of this, you never get the after action report. So anyone with parents knows that if your parents are going to go do something and then they talk to you as an adult later about that thing and you ask them one question about it, they will give you all of the thing. They will give you the entire beat by beat report. Izzy's whole family is like this. A whole family is like this, and your mom is definitely like this, and she's good at it too. It's delightful to hear her detail. She's got good narrative instincts to turn a pedestrian story about a cross-stitching club where someone recommended to cross-stitch this new pattern online called Panagerie, but they turned that down.
I'm the head of that group.
There's a real human person named Abby that's like Panagerie. I don't know why it's in my head, but I must cross stitch it and make a pattern for other people.
How do we spell Panagerie?
I listened to the chorus.
Just the word menagerie, but with a P.
Menagerie, but you take out the M and you put in the P.
Yeah, it's just P-nagerie. Yeah. It's honestly it's right there for the taking.
Right I'm very proud.
It's just underlined by a schlong. Just an underline of the schlong.
Yeah, they haven't been giving you after action reports. When you ask, they give you like a brief statement. And I think that's the thing where that happens a few times and you're like, well, that's new. That's like everything they're saying they're doing seems like a thing that they would do. Everything there's there. And, your dad doesn't seem to say anything about it, but you also know that your dad's kind of in the doghouse a little bit. And so is kind of on best behavior. So you're assuming that just must be, that like maybe your mom's like the episode resolved itself TGIF style, but maybe the reality of it is that, people are responding a little bit more. I like that because of the camera positioning that I have cropped, the only thing in Nim's window right now is the cat and the tail. Like you cannot see Abby at all. That's 100% fine. I moved it, Abby. I just noticed it.
Okay.
I don't know, like out of character, just glitch brain's like, Mom, Dad, y'all swinging? But like,
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll lean into the skid. Yeah, so you noticed that.
Didn't you?
Otherwise, with your family, give me which of your siblings. Give me okay. Give me a D. If this is give me a D6 roll, and then give me one of your siblings. Names. Pick a sibling at random.
Give me your siblings.
I'm between Wuzzy and Sam. Odd Sam's, even Izzy's. Even Wuzzy. Wuzzy. Okay, so Wuzzy.
So Wuzzy, and then give me a D20 roll. Or no, another D6 roll. You don't need a D20. Just another D6 roll.
Get back. No. 3. Too bad the one I got off screen.
Wuzzy is the one that is the fashionista, right? The crafting clothing maker.
Actually, you want to do something fun?
Mm-hmm.
We know Wuzzy's for fashion. You want to just bust out another sibling to give them another quirk?
Well, there we go. So we'll start it off. Justice. Just is good enough. Introduced.
Just is good enough. All right.
Renamed and introduced. So just is good enough. So this is me riffing on the name. Justice Good Enough is on the spectrum a little bit and has a strong sense of just social justice, is presenting and like fairness and fair play. They are youngish, 12 or so. So like middle school age, but early middle school aged, right? Not quite a teenager, but dealing with things that begin to encroach in those sorts of social dynamics. Yeah, very much. And I think the big thing that Justice has a hard time with, and the thing that they are coming to you, Izzy, with, is that unlike most of your siblings who can kind of turn it on when they want to, be likable. Like, some people don't like the high energy vibe, but like most people at least accept it's like, yeah, but they're a good time. Justice kind of struggles with that a little bit more. And more importantly, Justice can't let a thing sit. Think a lawful neutral paladin archetype, where there are the rules and how people are supposed to behave, and these are the rules. And it's good to follow the rules because rules give us guidance in how to interact in life. So they're not like, they're not like, as an adult, when they will be an adult, they will understand this fully. But they are in that difficult time between childhood where this can kind of maintain a veneer of like how people are supposed to behave and a concept of fairness, and adulthood. They're in adolescence where there are the rules and then there are the social rules. And those are not the same, and they're not going to be anymore. And everything. And so they come home, Justice comes home with a just absolutely just an absolutely classic kid fight, like gently dinged up scaled section of their eyes. Like the scales of like a couple small scales have been dislodged and everything. The reptilian representative of a good old fashioned singular black eye. They come home from school that time. Both your parents are out.
Well, Justice, it's not time to molt, so why's your eye like that? It's not shedding season.
Justice looks at you and goes, because some people don't want to listen. So I had to act.
Dare I ask, what did they not listen to?
This year, they banned certain junk food from the school. Now, I understand that anyone that brings something from home, that is their parents giving them access to that food. That makes sense. But one of my classmates thought that they would be clever and a criminal by selling their easy access to junk food to students whose parents might actually align with the school structure. So I had to step in and let the teaching staff know and the administrative staff know about this to them. And apparently that upset a number of students, to which I explained to them that this was, of course, not in the spirit of bringing food from home, because then your parents know what's going on. And they didn't take very lightly to my explanation. And one of those students decided that they would get violent. Now, I, of course, didn't respond because violence is prohibited at school. I allowed them to strike me. But I am upset because apparently I'm also in trouble now for being in the fight, even though I was enforcing school rule.
Well, you can understand from your first-hand experience how sometimes rules can be a little too strict. Because you weren't in a fight, technically speaking. However, you were still getting punished like you were in one. Sometimes you may need a little leeway with certain rules. Then
why is the rule written that way? Wouldn't you just adjust the rule to appropriately apply to the situation? If it was fine for kids to sell each other candy at school, it would be listed as something that's fine.
You would have to adjust the rules every day if that were the case. And sometimes things slip through the fingers. For instance, let's see. Like, I know you really like those cakes that I bring from Crazy Quasars. But did you know the actual size of of what is considered one serving per person?
I'm going to roll to see if they know this. No. No, I don't know.
Usually when you're about 3 cakes in, you're about 2 cakes past the serving. Pieces past the serving.
Well, that seems foolish. They should tell them to print that a serving size is a half dozen cakes.
Izzy just pulls out the box. They just take the box out of a hammer space. Like, you see? Boom. But you really enjoy them, so you're technically breaking a rule. Although the rule is arbitrary. Some rules are suggestions, and that means you have to let your own judgment kind of play a little bit. Like, for instance, we're more athletic, we're a bigger family, we have a higher metabolism. That's the serving size for the standard serving size. That's the average and the mean of everybody.
They look at you. Now, I need you to roll a sway roll for me, Izzy. And this actually is deeply important. This is a weirdly highly impactful roll. So if you want to burn a drive or two to do it, you should have all your drives back. We'll discuss reloading up your drives next time. I want to make sure I get the overall vibe of it right before I have them. But you've got drives to burn if you want them.
I'll use 2 drives. I'm impacting the life of a child here. Wait, so I have 1 pivotal going 2 drives. That's 3 or 4 dice.
3 die.
3, okay. Just making sure. I'm glad I did that one. 6.
Okay.
A 6, a 3, and a 1. Jesus Christ.
So some rules are suggestions, and other rules are some rules are suggestions, and other rules are set in stone, so to speak. Like they're absolute. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's like, violence shouldn't be the first answer. It should be the second, third, or fourth, but sometimes it's an answer when it comes to defending yourself. For instance, when you got hit, you were at liberty to defend yourself. That doesn't mean you had to get violent, but you could also move, stick and move like I taught you, or duck, hold them. Because either way, you're going to get in trouble, apparently. So,
you watch. Give me a read check on this. This isn't as important that you catch this now, so you can just don't worry about bringing any drugs.
4.
They're absorbing what you're telling them, and Justice nods, and then in very classic Justice fashion, is done talking to you, so walks away. Walks away. They absolutely can mask if they are required to. And long ago, your mom, your dad, and everyone in the family has been like, hey, that's not what being in the house with your family is for. You do not have to mask at that. So they prefer not to have the intro and exit greetings of things. They think that it's a waste of time.
Justice. Hey, Justice.
Justice walks off, and you know that you got in there. You got into their head, and that what you said really hit home for them. It's good that you rolled high, but it might not be all good that you rolled high. But it's better that you rolled high than low. I will say that.
I just picture him reading the instructions and serving size to everything now.
Well,
Mom, you've had 23 chips. That's enough.
Stop it.
coming to a parent and commenting on the quantity of food that they eat is... So my parents were not particularly strict parents, but if I had done that to my mom ever, and this is coming, well, I suppose that did happen a couple times, but I had pretty typical, usually, if 8-year-old me had come to my mom with that energy,
That's a little bit.
I think I might have got knocked a little bit on that one. I think that would have been enough of a threshold to be like.
That's that look where your parents' eyes cut to you, then the head turns.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's not a play. Anyway, after that interaction, we have one left. Nim, you can't go home. What do you do over the next couple days with the pressure clock of your family's gonna come into town? They're days away from showing up.
Yep. I think a portion of what she does over the time is furiously try to hunt down, what do you call it? What do you call them? Like an Airbnb kind of situation. She's trying to find, she's like, I can't have them at my apartment.
Yeah.
I can't take them to the blimp. I got to find a place for them to be. It's got to be normal. It's got to be in a nice, safe part of the
It's gotta be normal.
Cue the Carriage County dog running music.
Just like, okay, I gotta find a place where they can be comfortable, where they can be as safe as possible, and where they're not going to assume something's wrong, because everything is wrong, but they can't know that.
All right, give me a focus check. And you're not holding die right now. Kelly, oh no, you have them.
I did take dice from my basement.
Very nice, very nice. Give me a focus check. You have 2 pips in it.
Just running around like a chicken with her head cut off.
Yeah. My highest is a 4.
4. You find multiple serviceable places. This is Veles. It's a metropolitan. There are any number of places, and with a 4,
it's not a con weekend. There's
it's not a con.
Of availability.
Right.
I love the con weekend thing, and I'm like, that really only happens in San Diego and Indianapolis, and it's because those towns should not host the cons they do. No one's ever like, man, there was just no room in New York City for New York Comic-Con. It's big enough to house it.
Though. Price-wise, you'd be surprised.
Price-wise, they'll definitely gouge you, but room-wise, they're not. Nim, you quickly realize that you have access to a fair amount of money. And by fair amount of money, I mean, right now, this is all organization dollars. And organization does not have a problem with having money on hand to keep people up in places. So with the 4, you naturally get a good list. Grem helps you out for a place that your family should be safe, and a place that they can manipulate cameras kind of around. So at least in and around the Airbnb, it's not going to clock you going in and out of it unless someone physically is following you. Which I totally would never do.
And she's also looking like, okay, where are places where smilers have not popped up? That's where they'll go. No place where a smiler is.
Yeah, that's a good
all those
thing.
Documents, she's like, anywhere they've been, they will not be.
Give me a D6 roll flat. This is a luck check. You can't modify or add dice to it. Just give me a D6 roll flat right now. This is
okay, sure, great.
I love it when players say things that give me an immediate idea.
Oh God.
I don't want you to do that. That is a 5.
5. Okay.
That is a 5 on my nicest die.
Nim, other than doing that, how does Nim pass the time in these, like, you don't have a job, can't go home. You're not even sure you can walk around in the street, honestly. How does Nim pass the time? Do you set yourself up somewhere private? Do you go, or do you just stay on the blimp? Like, there's room. You can shower there. There's a kitchen. Like, it's like there's plenty of space on it for you to stay there. But it is technically an office, not a home. Even though it has a lot of little cozy rooms in it for decompression. Little cozy corners. But yeah, does Nim stay in the blimp? Does Nim find like super private safe house accommodations?
I think her plan is to currently stay on the blimp since last time she left the blimp, shit hit the fan. I think she's like, we're just not gonna get off the blimp for a little bit, necessarily. I don't think she's off the blimp without an escort of a friend.
So,
like Mark?
I think she realizes that she is small. I think she spends a lot of time researching.
Yeah. We have our training montage while you're on the blimp a little bit.
I was going to say,
I'm going to teach you how to kill a man.
Kilo mentioned teaching me how to get strong.
So a little bit of a training montage.
Get them little chicken wings.
Yes.
A little bit of a training montage, a little bit of a conversation montage. There's 0% chance that in this 2 to 3 time, Izzy doesn't show up at the blimp multiple times throughout it, just because and everything.
I gotta hang with Mark.
Yeah.
You don't come for us, but you come for Mark.
Well, everybody, yes, but I just want to establish there's at least one day I specifically want to hang out with Mark.
I would love for Nim specifically. Nim, can you give me a read check on Izzy and Mark when they're talking one time?
Read. I have one pick. That is a no good. That is a 2. Do I get it? I think I get a thing for when I don't do good. Let me read.
I think you do. Kilo, give me a read check for Mark.
Learn from my mistakes. Anytime you get a result of 3 or less on a roll, describe what lesson you learned from your failure and refresh 1 drive point of your choice.
Okay, well, you don't need to refresh any drive points yet right now because they've just all refreshed up. But
I know it would have been so nice any other time.
And now that we know this, though, we should keep in mind for that because it's a great way for you to just have a pretty deep well of drive at any given time.
That's why I took that.
Kilo.
That ability.
What did you get on your read for Mark and Izzy?
I got a nice little 4.
4's enough. So Nim is just sort of like working and observing and like being a normal person. Kilo, you don't like Mark. You don't like Mark. And
I've never liked. Canonically, I hate Mark.
And canonically, you hate Mark. And canonically, Izzy loves Mark.
Mentally stressed and physically tired. She does not have time for fucking Mark right now. Kilo has time to hate Mark. Nim is too exhausted.
And so it's not like you're interested in Mark or even really Izzy and Mark's friendship. You're you're just upset that Mark's around, and when you're upset that someone's around, you can't not occasionally glance at them.
Yes.
It's like being around somebody, I'm guessing, that doesn't stink, but the smell that they smell just doesn't smell right to you.
Yeah.
Here's what you notice, Kilo, and then we'll go back to Nim. It takes you some time and multiple sessions. And Izzy wouldn't perceive it this way because Izzy is an extrovert.
Yeah.
Mark, this is me making a serious campaign decision.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for what you're about to say.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited. I don't know if it's what I'm hoping for.
I don't know if it is either, but
yeah.
Mark doesn't like Izzy in a way that Mark is irritated by Izzy. But
that is not what I was expecting you to say.
I know, that's why I was like,
either.
I had the idea and I was like, oh, that's so dark.
That cut me. Oh, that cut me deep.
So
sad.
What you are seeing is a one-sided friendship where Izzy engages with Mark. And I think for a person that had no skin in the game, this would come across as, oh, Mark doesn't like Izzy, but is polite enough to not make their coworker feel bad and will do the absolute needful. and doesn't want them to feel bad, but genuinely does not enjoy their time with them and everything. I don't know on a 4 that Kilo can see that in Mark with Kilo's existing disposition. On a 4, and this may be true, it may not be true, they don't like Izzy because they feel like Izzy isn't like in the right, it's not like a classist thing, but in the right kind of social structure for them. There's a bit of a like eye rollingness to their not liking Izzy. Like he's too much.
Oh, baby.
And they're looking down. So that's what Kilo sees. Izzy doesn't see it this way because Mark keeps being like, yeah, you know, sure, we'll go. Then Izzy will give like 7 options because he's an extrovert and he's used to just planning things and being like, let's go to places and everything. And Mark's like, I guess. But then Izzy occasionally like gets him like locked into a decision. And again, Mark is not, in your mind, Mark is looking down on Izzy. He might be looking down on Izzy. You don't know. As a player, but Kilo
This is gonna
simply
help.
must see. But you are. But the thing that you're 100% sure of is that Mark, or the thing that I can say is 100% true, and that Kilo is absolutely correct about, is that Mark does not like Izzy.
Oh, that son of a bitch! I'm gonna. The next time a fly flies in front of his face, instead of swatting the fly, I'm gonna full force punch the fly into his face, and then I will say, "Oh no, there was a bug."
I know you were
so
expecting me
crazy.
to give you the gift of Mark being a baddie or something like that because you wanted that. I think it's much more fraught that Mark doesn't like the one person that genuinely likes him.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
This beggar should not be a
More of a
chooser.
betrayal.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Actually, like evil.
It's gonna be so hard to play in character now.
Mark has to go, is what I'm saying. Mark has to go.
So
Mark's a liability.
back to Nim, fucking Mark. Back to Nim. Back to Nim here. Nim, you booked your place. You're staying in the blimp. You're doing some training with Kilo.
Yeah.
You have more of a sense of community. Nim, I would like you to roll a. This is not a sense roll in the parent. Nah. Give me a like a focus roll, please.
I wonder if Julia heard that. Julia, did you hear the groundbreaking news? I don't know if you're still here. Maybe not.
Julia might be
I'll have to fill her
distracted.
in later.
It's okay.
Oh, that'd be a pleasant surprise for later.
I'm gonna have to kill Mark.
That is a 5 again on my nicest die.
Here's the thing. The 2 things that are true for Nim, in the same way that there were 2 things that were true about Tery. Nim, your family's coming. You're stressed out about this. Talk to me wants to like control you, murder you, or imprison you, something.
I'm so obsessed with you.
Is so obsessed with you. You're stressed about that. This is the first time, and I don't know if you notice it on day 1 or day 2. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about money. You've got money. You don't have to worry about a 9 to 5. You don't have to worry about clocking in, going on a break, or anything. You spend as much time as your body allows you until you are, exhausted or, tired of on the training. You then decide to cook something and just cook it. And you don't think to yourself, oh no, but tomorrow morning I'm going to have to get up early so I can't get this done. You realize in these moments that though your current job is life-threateningly dangerous, it does allow for you to do and live in a way that I don't know you've been able to do since adulthood. Maybe when you were a student, but even then you got to go to class, you got to do homework, you got to do other things. And in reality, you're part of the organization. You don't got to do any one given thing until something compels you to do it.
Right.
How does Nim feel about this thing where they're both locked down to the blimp out of fear, but also no longer under the yoke of a 9 to 5 capitalism job? And surrounded by people who care about you casually, and Mark.
And fucking Mark.
Like casual.
Like
I would say
like newly,
I protect
I should
her
do.
like
Yeah,
a baby.
yeah.
Against
Newly,
my
people that
body.
genuinely. You lived in a
feel casual to me.
yeah. You're at baby status with Kilo. People that genuinely.
One of those little baby strap things just to be attached to his chest, like
Yeah, people that
Oh,
genuinely
just-
care
I am
about
held.
you. This is another thing. You don't know that Eddie walked through this memory and everything. Other than your family visiting
Right.
town and maybe like one other time, you didn't live with anyone and no one came over. And now, at the very least, at least one other person is usually there, if not multiple, almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Grem's there at kind of a regular shift, although Grem doesn't seem to take a day off, so it's more like 7 work days. But
Right.
Grem's there. Kilo's there, working and investigating things. Izzy keeps popping in. We'll decide if Eddie pops in during these downtimes or kind of lives his own thing. And then Tery's on stream, so he's
Right.
busy, but like he's still kind of there
Right,
in the way
taking
that you could
contact
just
with
put on the
Tery,
stream, and you know that you could just like, that he knows who you are, and everything, and
Right.
will. Even though he didn't
Who's
respond
this
to your
random lady who
messages.
keeps giving Tery all these fucking bits?
Yeah. But yeah.
Who's this URL?
How does Nim feel about these two simultaneous, being locked in and then also being more free and more social than you've probably been since probably your time in Velis?
Nah, pretty much. I think she's experiencing, strangely enough, sort of like a mental renaissance. With so many other random stressors off her mind, she feels like she can't, like, there's space for her to be like, oh, I don't have to think of all these other things that I couldn't give a fuck about, but I have to because I need to fucking live. And I can focus on what needs to be done, what's interesting, what I can really sink into. And I think, especially like I would imagine over this time, one thing that she would like to be researching specifically would be like, okay, the mushrooms. There's mushroom forest. Is the mushroom forest to do with the mushroom zombies? What's going on with that? Does mushrooms have anything to do with rust? I think she can go into a deep, deep rabbit hole in a way that she was not allowing herself to fully crack into it because she had too many things to sit down and go, I'm gonna, what do you call it? Like hyper focus on this. And it's almost fun. Even though it's terrifying and like everything is terrifying, like, oh, there's something just like fun. Like I can use my brain and dig deep into this and figure out what does this mean? Why does this mean this? All that kind of stuff and just dig into stuff. I think she's finding just like a fun mental renaissance that she hasn't had since she had big dreams of, oh, I can go off and do these things. Once I learn all these skills, she's like, oh, I can actually do stuff. I can get into it. I think that's kind of the vibe.
I love that.
I just set a new alarm.
I love that 100%. And I think with that, we're going to come to our final scene. Nim is asleep.
Yes.
It is 5:30 in the morning on the blimp. Nim is asleep on the blimp.
She's in her big like nest chair.
Nest chair, in the big nest chair.
Big old nest chair.
Izzy is at home asleep. Because I assume, like all people with ADHD, Izzy has a problem with going to bed any time other than too late, or when they're just tired.
First of all, don't attack me like that personally.
Yeah, I mean, that's me too. That's why I'm so confident about it. Tery is asleep because they just finished a marathon stream. And Eddie is elsewise occupied. Kilo, it is early morning, 5:30 in the morning. I would say that that Nim is asleep in the chair, so you're kind of keeping to the quieter stuff, right? You're not trying to wake them up. Yeah. They were up researching. Kilo, how has it felt to kind of... Does Kilo go... Since you're on PTO, does Kilo go home each of the nights to go to bed, or do you crash there in between your stuff? Not maybe to like what Nim is, where they're kind of locked in, but like because you don't have, again, you're not working, so.
Genuinely, I think I don't think he's going home often right now.
Yeah.
In this interim time, because he's filling in his time with concerns about the blimp, with research about his family, things like that. I actually think the recent attack has sent him into a bit of a hypervigilance phase. So even though this is a time where he should be well rested, he's a bit underslept, a bit paranoid, and very preoccupied with everything going on in his mind right now, and making sure that we're ready for whatever comes next. So he does not go. He may be sleeping on the blimp, probably a few days at a time.
Yeah, kind of the thing where it's like, it's not that you make a decision either way. It just sort of is how it works out. If
I'm here and I'm still working, and I'm still, yeah.
Yeah.
Kilo passes out, and then just walks over with like a big old blanket that she finds and just.
He passes out and it's one of those nights where because I said he walks around in his underwear when he thinks he's alone on the blimp, and like you just come over with like a discretion like little blanket to cover him up as he's like fell asleep in an office chair. Just
like, let's cover that up.
Blanket, just kind of tries to tuck him in as well as possible. Oh Lord!
All right, big guy, here we go.
5:30 in the morning.
Like a dangling arm like up on the chest and just goes, yeah, we need to work on the lights. This is not working. So careful.
There has to be one night where you just become the stuffed teddy bear, just he just grabs you and just. I guess we're here now.
Kilo. 5:30 in the morning.
This is quite a grip.
It's quiet time. Grem isn't here yet.
Yeah.
Grem isn't here yet, and so you're kind of in like the main like area, and you suddenly hear a series of beepings coming from Grem's console at their desk.
Okay. And Grem's not here.
Grem's not there.
Oh, I'm looking for sure.
You see something.
Grem left it open.
You see something with like a warning kind of notifications start streaming into Grem's computer.
Oh shit.
And you see
like something's being hacked?
Well, no. It seems like it's tied to something called it seems like it's something called tied to the ERT system. And it goes, and you see a prompt on each of the warning, like warning. It gives you some sort of code, but not really a description of it. And then the option to dismiss or engage ERT.
I guess engage. Yeah. What does ERT? I'm so silly, Steve. What does ERT stand for again?
You don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh gosh. Have I heard mentions of what ERT? Like,
give me a history roll,
ERT?
which is a focus roll.
A focus roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've never mentioned the ERT yet, and
okay.
It hasn't had to happen yet.
Okay. Yet. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's happening now, I suppose.
I got a 6.
Perfect. So while you were doing your preventative measures, you did eventually come across something. So it takes you a little bit because you haven't heard it spoken out, and it's late/early, and everything. ERT means emergency response tracking. And these events, you believe, are all listed in, both digitally and physical handbook format. These are all emergency codes for the organization.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I could assume that this is beneficial to engage if there's an issue. Yeah, okay, so then I engage the ERT then.
A map of Velis, like a kind of a semi-transparent blueprint map of Velis, comes up. And so this is not this projection of Velis is not something you've seen before.
Okay.
You see that there are repeating notifications in several regions of Velis, and you can kind of interact with the 3D projection in a way that you would interact with a touchscreen. Very Johnny mnemonic without the VR headset where you can like zoom in on it. And it's not unique controls to this. This is something that is part of the technology of Velis. And so you know that you can easily zoom in for details and everything.
Sure.
In seconds, there is a unrepaired and at least going for 30 seconds or longer hull breach on the outside of Velis that is venting into space from one of the main habs. So this is not to put it a little bit more cleanly. It would be like if rather than an individual store in a mall having a fire, the fire started in the mall's ceiling and could spread anywhere. So big open area, many levels kind of thing. It's somewhere on the hall that is connected to that. And that pings up. You see another thing pop off. A lab from a company you don't know, and you can't really see the signage, but you know that it's in the light commercial district. A lab has shattered glass and a bunch of figures pointing out of it. It's still dark. This isn't an area that's lit up, right? And you're on kind of a drone camera and everything. Several figures are coming out of it. You see a warning symbol that is parsing and analyzing for words on emergency calls. And you see in a neighborhood district that several people say that something is crawling out of the walls and trying to grab them and pull them back into the walls. You get words like monster, robot, undead, zombie, and everything.
Yep. Okay.
And you have a direct connect message, a plea for help that is specifically to Grem that pops up, that is showing up on this. And it is direct connect message, plea for help that's specifically to Grem. And this is why all gifts also come with punishments. You see Mark currently bicycling, or whatever we called it, pedal clutching for his absolute life, as on foot several smilers are chasing him down a neighborhood.
Oh, there's a conundrum for you, buddy.
There's other red dots. There's other problems.
Oh no, I guess I never got that message. That's so crazy how I never read that. That's so nuts.
I'll let Kelly make the decision if Kilo is like, nah, Mark can die.
That I never read that. That's nuts.
But we will pick up on everything all at the same time. Everything all at the same time. Yes. I don't think Kilo would think about this. This is the morning that Nim's family is supposed to get into town. This is also, and this is the morning that Nim's family is supposed to get into town. This is also a situation where now, Mark isn't there, Grem isn't around. You assume Izzy and Tery and Eddie are at home, but it's just you and Nim, and you got to make some decisions because it can't just be the five of you that fix this unless you split up. And we'll find out about that next time.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Was this all engaging? Did we get the high was this going to happen, or did we get the high sign for this stuff because of the preventative measures?
The thing that you got the high sign because of the preventative measures in is the breach in the hall.
Okay.
That was not
cool.
supposed to, because
Okay.
that is you setting up systems to warn you about things. Because it's not that the station doesn't have a system for this. You shouldn't have to monitor this.
Yeah.
But you figured out that the station usually responds within X amount with a call and then built in that. So that one, I was just going to, while you were dealing with this, not give you a choice, and a bunch of people were going to die in a sector. As sort of like a tragic backdrop, because there was you were busy with other things and you couldn't possibly cover 10 million people as one organization. As one chapter of one organization. And everything. And so that was actually in my notes, that the next time you'd have like a crisis of trying to balance what you can and can't help with, and maybe having to sacrifice some things, and then discovering that there was some things that you literally just weren't even purview for, and then we deal with some grief and horror in that. But you prevented that by giving it as an option. Now, it doesn't mean that there's more of you or suddenly you can do it, but we'll see what happens in the roleplay.
We can maybe allocate a
person, and
we can make more knowledgeable decisions.
But here's the thing. The other circle, listen, I understand we don't work together, but it's also their responsibility to help us take care of this.
It is. And just to let you know, Graham is getting these notifications and will contact you all when it wakes Graham out of a dead sleep. You just happen to have been awake when they came in.
Yes.
It's not like Graham isn't going to get an adrenaline shot through a device in their gloop that force wakes them up so that they can immediately gather resources. But
That'd
you're right.
One hell of an emergency
You
process,
do know that there are other organizations, just as I described that there are other red dots that I have not described yet. But we will discuss all that next time on Cosmos Candela. I'm going to rattle off your socials. We've got at starkj.ju.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Where you can find on Instagram, excellent artists. We've got Radio Free Will, who you can find across various TTRPG streams and on TikTok. We've got at Son of a Glitch, or that Son of a Glitch, depending on platform, who you can find with sassy takes on TikTok occasionally. Oftentimes, depending on the nonsenses FYP feeds him. You can find at Giggle Productions on social media is doing phenomenal cosplay work. And you can find at the Kelhop across all platforms doing various amazing things. And you can find me right here at Dying of Exposure in about 30 minutes for some Baldur's Gate. But, and then subsequent other things. Yeah. Great session, guys. For anyone that happened to be in the chat or happens to watch the VOD or what have you, thank you so much. You all have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time as the horror themes be horroring all at the same time here on...
What, all at once?
There'll be more. Don't worry.
It's so good.
It's not like I said that, like, you got to notice that, like, something bad's happening with your family, Kilo. I've still got lots of things in my pockets for this.
My Lord.
We'll be back next time. Bye, everyone.
It's so good.